Do you see the God name over the city? Notice the buildings and towers and the boats. Here is the same coin with the building towers and boats. The God name is in the UFO. Did the alien gods of the Bible destroy first America? There was two Americas. We don't remember the first one. First America was destroyed by alien beings. Second America was resurrected by the bloodline families. The Anunnaki are wild men, a genetic experiment, and they have a creator too. I believe the feathered reptilian that flies a UFO placed their DNA in humans, used as a mating vessel. Now the beast is less hairy and looks more human.
Did we never forget the first time they kissed by a lizard?
Family, does Hollywood really create their own scripts, or are they showing you true events in the form of entertainment? Do you see the word vor on the coin? VORE. This is what they want. Vor, Latin, related to eating. I want you to look at this coin with a sharp eye. The being in the middle looks like a sheep man with his arm around two women. Family, what is that between his leg?
Wildest episode I've ever seen in my entire life. This entire episode is for entertainment purposes only. This is the darkest the waters has ever got. No, guys, this photo is crazy. Where does he even get this photo at? Look at this and tell me what you guys think. This looks like an angel using some type of vibration. This looks like some type of dark magic doing on this UFO, and it's dropping blood on this city. You guys better lock in and buckle up, bucko, because you're in for another creepy and scary TikTok reaction video. You want to be careful on these creepy, disturbing, strange, weird videos and theories, because they might change your entire reality and keep you up all night. And remember, these videos are for strictly entertainment purposes only. It is up to us to distinguish fact from fiction and do our own research on everything. This is Dark Waters 9.
Our calendar is incorrect, and the elite has stolen time. Check out the date on the picture, J648, not 1648. Here is Anno J686. Look at the coin. It reads J707. What does Anno mean, family? It reads in the specific year of his or her age, like the almanac. It says, Year of our Lord, I-795. Here is what I believe happened. They took the letter I and replaced it with the Roman numeral 1. This is Akabulan, and the date reads I-844. Compare it to the number 1 above. The title isn't important. Look at the date, I-769. We are not in the 2000s, family. Look below at the date, J633. You can't hide the I and J usage. Friend up.
He said we're not in the 2000s. Then what year actually is it? Is it 1024? Is that the correct year? 1024 is the year we're in. How crazy is that? Drop in the comments below. What do you think about that? That's crazy, y'all. You're in for a creepy one today. Probably one of my darkest and scariest TikToks I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This one makes you think.
What's good, family? Where would history be if all the books were burned and there were only coins to remember the past? I want to compare a series of coins to see if they speak like books. This coin shows a face illuminated like a sun. Below is a mirror or shield with light rays passing through. The date could say I-669. This coin has the same image as the last, except the sun has struck the mirror or shield. Look at the date. Is that I/1, like the year 1? In the sky on this coin, you can see a being in the cloud, and they have an arrow in their hand, pointed downward. Below, there is a field on fire. There's 2 people on a chariot and 2 horses running in front of them. This coin has the same image as the last, except there's a line coming from the cloud to the fields, like as if the arrow caused the fire. The date on this coin could say J689. So far, without a book, the coins show a being with a illuminated face in the cloud attacking. On this coin, there is a being in the cloud destroying the land. It doesn't have an arrow this time. Family, all I'm doing is comparing coins. What's good, family?
No, these coins are saying something, man, because if you look closely, it says I-669. That's not a 1. That's an I. That says 669. Almost like they took in 1,000 years from us, man. I'm not too huge about the 1,000-year reign already happening, but it's possible that they took 1,000 years from us, you know, without the millennial reign happening. That's just where I'm at, guys. That's, you know, I haven't seen enough proof on these waters to make me say, oh, the 1,000-year reign already didn't happen. I can't say that. But I will say it's a strong possibility that they're not telling us the correct date, you know, especially with it only being 13 months. This is fascinating. We got to dive into this, man. Look at these other coins, though. What is this symbolizing? I'm literally shook. Like, what is this? It's kind of making me think about them hitting the black hole in the middle of the earth, and maybe it's reflecting the rays to the moon. That's what I'm trying to think of. I don't know. Y'all drop your thoughts below. And this one is I-621. They were doing this for over 200 years. What is the significance of that mirror from the sun? Is that some type of weapon? Is that some type of technology? You know, it's obvious it's a mirror.
In front of them. This coin has the same image as the last, except there's a line coming from the cloud to the fields, like as if the arrow caused the fire. The date on this coin could say J689. So far, without a book, the coins show a being with a illuminated face in the cloud attacking. On this coin, there is a being in the cloud destroying the land. It doesn't have an arrow this time. Family, all I'm doing is comparing coins.
We gotta dig deeper into this. I'm highly interested, and we need to get to the bottom of this. If you got any information on these ancient coins that say the I and J in front of it, what does it mean? What does that mirror symbolize? All right, guys, this is by Pushy Push. Go check him out. It looks like he got a whole bunch diving into these coins. I actually found who it's from. But yeah, let's check it out.
What's good, family? We play with the truth, but don't want to accept the truth. Do you remember the villain King Koopa in the game Mario Bros? I never understood what King Koopa represented because I was entertained by the game. I've always wondered, how does Hollywood come up with their scripts? Are they creating new stories, or are they recreating events that already happened? At the bottom left, King Koopa is riding in a cloud machine with a cannon and propellers underneath. On the top right, there is a UFO with the ability to create clouds to cloak itself and weapons to defend itself. On the bottom right, there is a Koopa riding in a cloud with a weapon of destruction in its hand. On the top left, there is a man, possibly a reptilian, riding in a cloud above a city. It's holding a weapon of destruction also. The symbolism between the top and the bottom images tell me that there is a reptilian man fighting the world, Listen to King Koopa in the movie Mario Bros.
Oh, you've always been uncomfortable in the human world, and you've at least suspected that you were different.
I've suspected a lot of things, but not that
That you descended from the dinosaurs. And you know what they say about little girls, don't you? They say they never forget the first time they kissed by a lizard.
Family, does Hollywood really create their own scripts, or are they showing you true events in the form of entertainment?
Never forget the first time they kissed by a lizard.
Family, does Hollywood really create their own scripts, or are they showing you true events in the form of entertainment? Do you see the three-headed snake with the Masonic symbol underneath? Above there is a triangle, bright like the sun. On the coin to the right, there is a man in the cloud, King Koopa, with a bright triangle around his head. In the coin below, there's a woman in the cloud with a child. Could that woman symbolize the princess? There is one other character that haven't been spoken of, the child with the princess. Is that Toad? The name speaks for itself, a half-human reptilian child. Family. All the DNA, the clouds, their family and children come from that ship. You want to know what's ironic? I search for coins and Mario searched for coins. Drop a like, friend up for the next one.
I'm hooked. What Mario was that? I don't remember that. I thought he was going to show the new Mario. That must be the old OG Mario. I did not know Bowser went that hard. That was disgusting.
When symbolism becomes the reality. Do you remember the cartoon Thundercats? The lead character was a lion man or a wild man. All the Thundercats had animal DNA mixed with human DNA. These cat people had special abilities based off what animal they were mixed with. Our problem today is separating bestiality from spirituality. Some of you would call this an angel on the coin, but what I see is a wild woman with wings. It's possible you see an angel coming to speak to Mary, but I see a wild woman with red wings visiting Mary. The beast image applied to the human body makes Jesus look like he's a descendant of the wild man. The symbolism of wings on the back of men and women is telling you their true identity and belief. They are wild people who believe their bloodline is divine. Family. Is the Sphinx a wild man? It reads, mythological creature with a lion's body and a human's head. How does this differ with a man or a woman with wings versus a human with a lion body? They are symbolically the same, showing you human and animal genetic mixture. I want you to look at this picture hard. This is a bird man with wings. Notice the creature's hand position. One has a bag, the other one is holding an object. Here's the same picture, except it's a human face. He has wings, the bag, and the object in his hand. Family. The Anunnaki are wild men, a genetic experiment, and they have a creator too. I believe the feathered reptilian that flies a UFO placed their DNA in humans. This is why they show the wings on the back of human beings. This picture represents black people and white people having the wild man DNA in them, bestiality and spirituality. Check out this picture. White people, that is birthed from black people, mingled with the wild man. That mingling is what caused America and all other black kingdoms to fall. Pope Nicholas V signed the Doctrine of Discovery. Pope Nicholas is also a wild man descendant of Saint Nicholas, the wild man who became a shaman or a pope. Family. Why did the wild man pope order all Saracens to be vanquished? Who are the Saracens? The Saracens are three black royal families, the Moors, the Negro, and the Sara. In the book, Nature Knows No Color Line, it shows the Saracen crest or coat of arms. On the top, you have different variant of Moorish names like Morcelin or Moret or Moretti. On the Negro side, there is the name Negrier, Negrina, and at the bottom, Negro coat of arms. The last name is the oldest, the Sara. It says Saraceno or Saraceni. It reads Italian families with variations of Moor, Moretti, Morini, Morelli with Negro or many. The same is true as those with variations of Negro, Negrina, Negrona, and Negara. Saracens, another term for Negro, have families as Saraceni and Saraceno with Negro. The papal bull was a decree to all black people or all Saracens. Family. What made the wild man and white Europe one of Saracens? The Moors captured and enslaved white people. The Moors also fought in thousands of the wild man. Check out this picture. The knight is protecting the woman, the wild man. Now look at the back of the picture. The wild man and the white man are shaking hands. The wild man and the white man have one enemy in common, the Moor. When the wild man became pope and king, he made a decree to vanquish all Saracens or black people. Drop a like, friend up for the next one. It gets biblical with receipts. When you look at it, you might say, fake Jesus, real Jesus. When I look at this, I see a different time period. The times that blacks ruled, the times that whites ruled. Those who control the religion control the world. Neither share a moment where there wasn't. What's good, family? The destroyer is cloaked as a man. Check out this coin. We all know our ABCs. All of you are smart, but there's something that will test your awareness. If you notice, there's no you, but there's us. I want you to look at this coin with a sharp eye. The being in the middle looks like a sheep man with his arm around two women. Family, what is that between his leg? Is that the sheep man's tail? Notice the lady to the right holding the compass. The Masonic order guards this secret. Do the high churches bow to the Reptilian God? I've heard many Christians say in the name of the Father, but never say the name. This coin bears the name and a snake. Do you see the God name over the city? Notice the buildings and towers and the boats. Here is the same coin with the building towers and boats. The God name is in the UFO. Family, these people that hide and gain their power through religion come from one common place in the world, Italy. Check out this painting. The black king and queen are fighting tall, hairy, pale men. In this picture, the tall, hairy, pale man is kidnapping a woman. She is saved by a white man, hairy, pale man. Do you know what this is telling me? Black people and white people had the same enemy, the pale, hairy man. It gets deeper, family. The hairy beasts have assumed the identity of white people. Think about it. Who claims to be reptilian? Family, not all white people are the same. It's quite possible a white woman was captured and used as a mating vessel. Now the beast is less hairy and looks more human. The people who attacked America was not fully human. Do you see the ships on the coin? What bloodline family enslaved America? These ships and that UFO are the adversaries that fought and conquered America. Academia left the spaceship out. Drop a like, friend up for the next one.
What is going on? The U is missing. Sheep man. Drop y'all thoughts below. This is wild. You said they used her as a mating vessel? What the heck? Man, these waters are never ending.
What's good, family? Was the world destroyed 300 years ago? In order for any of this to make sense, we have to focus on the dates and the lifestyles during those times. Check out this coin. This is a 14th to 15th century coin. This coin stands out to me because of my perception of the 1500s. You see, family, my thoughts of the 1500s is people walking around with lanterns in their hand, powered by whale oil. In other words, no technology. Here is my question. When coins are made in the 1500s, do they represent the year they are made? Or did they place historical timeline events from the past on those coins? Family, what past are these coins speaking of? I want you to look at this spaceship on this picture. If you notice, it looks just like the ship on the coin. Look at the holes in the center. Family, did aliens or angels mingle with our women in the past? Check out the flower-shaped design under the ship. Remember that image. Here is the same ship, family, in a 17th century painting with that flower-shaped bottom. At this point, I'm convinced there is a history that has been blocked by priests, kings, and governments. Symbolism was a tool used to put us to sleep. Now look at the arrows firing at the entity. Check out this video. Remember the flower-shaped design under the ship. Family, is it a coincidence Hollywood made ships just like those 15th century coins? In the movie Independence Day, we fought that ship, but these coins say we already fought that ship. The arrows are missiles. Friend up for part 2, family. The picture shows hands and UFOs flooding the world. Is that Noah's Ark? What's good, family? This is part 3, Noah and the mud flood event. History has to be questioned when time is altered by 1,000 years. I want you to look at this coin. It looks like Noah's Ark with the clouds, water, dove, and an olive branch. Now look at the date. Is that 1742 or I-742? Here is a better way to understand the Roman numeral 1 and the letter I. The Roman numeral 1 is only a number when applied to other Roman numerals. When the Roman numeral 1 is applied to number fonts, it becomes the letter I. In this picture, you have Noah in the biblical flood drawn in a manner that doesn't fit the image of this time. It reads a UFO in 1665. I don't think this was drawn to create folklore. The picture's telling you the name of the beings in the ship. It's also telling you the hands that flood the world. Is that Noah's hand in the ark, offering first fruits and prayers? Look at the rays underneath the ship, family. They are saying these ships caused the flood. The Bible has led us all to think the creator of all things flooded the world. History is telling me beings with greater technology defeated us with water. My question is, when was this mud flood event? Could this have happened 500 to 600 years ago? If the church is your historian, then it happened 4,000 years ago. Family, there is proof of a most recent flood. This is a city on the roof of a building. The last picture showed hands and spaceships causing the flood. Could this building below be a part of that time period? This building, even though it's in mud, does look modern. I don't think it's older than Egypt. Friend up for my next series. Who are those beings in those ships? What's good, family? This is part 2. Did God flood the world, or did outer physical beings flood the world? I don't know if I can give you 100% proof aliens or outer beings flooded our plains, but what I can give you is evidence to consider. Check out this coin. A religious-driven mindset won't allow you to see a physical being destroying ships. When the religious mind sees the cloud above the arms, they immediately think this is God's wrath. On this coin, you can see a physical being offering the people or governments gifts. Once again, the religious mindset will see clouds in the sky and say, this is God's grace. Well, here's the truth for me and you, family. This isn't the Most High and his angels. I want you to remember something. There is a constant theme of hands pointing down from the clouds, ordering the people's death. This is where things become deeply wrapped in symbolism. When you look at the hands pouring water from the clouds, do you think this is the Most High? Family, do you believe the wrath looked like this? Those ships in the background allow me to think there is a hand manipulating the weather. Just like our chemtrail problem is by man's hand manipulating the weather. Take a look at these spaceships really good. Do you notice the lines coming down from underneath the ships? Now look at the ship on the painting. It has the same light rays as those other ships. The only difference is there is a being teleported to the ground. In this picture, will there be warriors or diplomats teleported to the ground? Family, this coin is showing you the beings who are flying the ship. It is not the Most High. It is some other beings from another place with greater technology. I want you to look at this name. Just because you see it in the sky doesn't mean it's the Most High's name. This name was translated on the coin. I've heard some people say Nini, but the coin says Nana, Nana insignia. In the Bible, people say in the name of the Father, but they never say the name. Is this the Father's name? Is this Allah's true name? Think about it, family. Is this where our religion come from? We fought and lost a war because the enemy flooded us out? Is Nana the mythical Satan? Friend up for part 3, Noah and the mud flood event.
All right, guys, I'm convinced all the things that I see him refer to as aliens are fallen angels. That's my belief. I believe the fallen angels were fighting humans at one time. And that's what's going on here. On all these coins you see, these spaceships, those are fallen angel technology or beings beyond the ice wall. So I'm just going to clarify that. I'm going to put this before all these videos even play to, so people ain't stumbling, because this is the darkest the waters have gotten. This is some dark stuff. But if you have the paradigm of knowing about the outer lands on a geocentric mind, it makes sense a little bit about the technology and the wars that was going on. Drop in the comments your thoughts below. On this one, keep your head on a straight swivel. Eat the meat and spit out the bones, y'all.
Was the world destroyed 300 years ago? In order for any of this to make sense, we have to focus on the dates and the lifestyles during those times. Check out this coin. This is a 14th to 15th century coin. This coin stands out to me because of my perception of the 1500s. You see, family, my thoughts of the 1500s is people walking around with lanterns in their hand, powered by whale oil. In other words, no technology. Here is my question. When coins are made in the 1500s, do they represent the year they are made? Or did they place historical timeline events from the past on those coins? Family, what past are these coins speaking of? What's good, family? This is part 4. I want you to look at this painting right here. It shows what could be a first encounter moment. I see a spaceship teleporting a being to the ground so it could talk to the people. Here is a Bible version of that painting. There is a fire cloud over the camp with a voice talking to the people. Family, which one is true and which one is false? Religion keeps the mindset like a babe in Christ. That childlike vision won't allow you to see the truth. It's not clouds over Israel's camp. It is a ship with outer beings over Israel's camp. I want to read a Bible piece just to compare. As the Amorites retreated down the road from Beth Horon, the Lord destroyed them with a terrible hailstorm from heaven. The hailstorm killed more of the enemy than the Israelites killed with the sword. Family, what does it look like when the Lord goes forward and fights for Israel? The religious mind is trained to believe a terrible hailstorm killed their enemies. Here's the truth, family. This entity has caused kingdoms to rise and fall for thousands of years. They are responsible for the flood. In the Bible, Israel was in the grace of this entity because they were willing to do the sacrifice, just like our governments do today. Let's read the requirements of this space entity posing as the Most High. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man. At the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. If you notice, family, the beings use the word require. That sounds like a contract. These beings require the life of man and his children. You gotta understand, the biblical leaders made a covenant with this entity, and the world leaders maintain this covenant to this day. Look at the date under the ark. It says I-588. This covenant isn't that old. Friend up for my next series, family. Was the world destroyed 300 years ago? Have we ever seen the 1500s?
That is crazy, man. I do believe this is fallen angels we fighting, or beings beyond the ice wall. Yes, that's where I'm at, man. This is getting ridiculous, but it's lining up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know y'all thoughts below. We got to talk about this. It's those coins are definitely saying something. Where is he getting these coins? Because it does have that ancient language that none of us can understand.
What's good, family? This is part 3. Whom and what caused the world to flood? Back in my church days, I always heard the preacher say, "We are babes in Christ." And that bothered me as a grown man because I thought, I'm not a baby. But later, I understood, in order to believe in what is written in the Bible, you need to have a childlike mindset, babe in Christ. I want to read a piece from the book of Enoch. The 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and all the windows of heaven was open. Family, this is where science and religion starts to clash. Here is the problem with the spear flood. The scientists say we go through a pole shift every 13,000 years. The earth is supposed to spin violently. Is that God flooding the world over and over? Next, you have the flat earth with firmament dome. The Bible say the dome was made to keep water out. So what does your world look like floating in the abyss? Is it possible we live in an earth ship, family? The Bible also say the fountains of the deep broke up and the windows of heaven were open. Does it look like this, family? I'm going to be honest. I don't believe in the Bible word for word, but some things are true. The fountains of the great deep. This is a giant geyser. It's much bigger than a giant geyser at Yellowstone. My question is, was it God's wrath or an alien war that destroyed our plane? Family, the ancient walls are older than the ancient texts. The ancient walls say technology destroyed the world. The Bible say God destroyed the world with water. So which one is older, the walls or the scriptures? The walls say a being using technology, laser weapons that cause quakes, destroyed our world. The story of Babel talks about fighting these gods, but you won't understand if you're a babe in thought. They weren't shooting arrows at the heavens. I believe they were shooting at the moon and ships descending from the moon. The only way these beings could have defeated us is by flooding the world, family. The scribes who wrote the Bible replaced the rockets with arrows. This is why you can't see yourself at war. The Bible has rewrote your history into servitude. Friend up, family. Who are the tribes and governments working with this entity? What's good, family? Do we battle against spiritual or physical warfare? Check out this picture. Is it possible this event happened like you see? On the ground, there is a dark figure using magic against the UFO. And in the sky, there is an angel blowing a trumpet at the UFO. This UFO is above a city on fire. It looks like it's raining blood from the ship. Family, can magic and prayers defeat the UFO? This coin relates to the last picture. There is 3 people trying to fight something in a cloud with primitive weapons. The Yahweh name is in the cloud. The 3 men are wounded. Is that blood falling on top of them, just like the first picture? Are the buildings burning below because of the UFO? Just like the last picture, the UFO is above the city, and on top of the airship it says Yahweh, just like the Bible. Family, is it possible the Yahweh name in the ship and the Yahweh name on this coin is related? Is the Yahweh harming people, causing destruction and blood to pour? Is this the Yahweh? Can magic, prayers, and arrows defeat a being in a UFO? I thought the angels was on the side of the Yah. Check out this coin dated I-605 or 1605. At the top of the coin is the Yahweh cloud. Below there's a man riding some kind of fish. Now look at this coin. The Yahweh name is in the cloud. There is a naked man below riding a monstrous fish with a trident staff in his hand. Does the 2 coins represent Yah when he's at peace and when he's also at war? This coin translates as glory terror at sea. Does the Yahweh come from the sea? Friend up, drop a like for the next one.
No, guys, this photo is crazy. Where does he even get this photo at? Look at this and tell me what you guys think. This looks like an angel using some type of vibration. This looks like some type of dark magic doing on this UFO, and it's dropping blood on this city. This is, guys, I have no words for this. This is disturbing. I don't know if they're trying to defeat the UFO. I don't know if the UFO is doing something crazy. I have no idea. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to put this before all these videos start, just to let you guys know where I stand, because you definitely need to keep your head on a swivel on this video, guys. I literally believe the good book word for word. I believe it's the basic instructions before leaving Earth. I literally think that all the times mentioned UFOs on this video, they're talking about fallen angels, the original ones that fell, because we don't know what happened to them. If you do, I'm interested on your thoughts below. Drop it in the comments. Or this was some type of ancient war that took place. They took 1,000 years from us by the looks of it. So this could have, I don't know when this happened, but I will say this is an ancient war beyond probably 2 or 3 resets ago. But I will say that this could either, these spaceships or entities that are featured on these coins in this video are possibly fallen angels, or they're beings from other outside the ice wall trying to portray themselves as gods. You'll hear people say Yahweh. They're not saying the true name Yahuwah, the actual father and creator of everything. So I'm just giving you guys a quick little safety vest to navigate on these dark waters, because this is a dark video. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty dark. So keep your head on a swivel, eat the meat, and spit out the bones on this video. I'm telling you guys, for real. Drop in the comments your thoughts below on everything. We need to talk about this, but yeah, y'all definitely gonna need your sword and shield for this one. So let's get into it.
Did the pale, hairy wild man from Europe conquer America and the world? Check out this coin. This is a wild man. When I look at the image, it reminds me of the green giant. This in particular wild man on this coin has tried to come down your chimney for over 100 years. Here is Santa, the last wild man. How does this connect to America being destroyed? It reads, however, far from being the offshoot of Saint Nicholas of Turkey, Santa Claus is the last of a long line of what scholars call wild men, who were worshipped in ancient European fertility rites and came to America through Pennsylvania's Germans. It said ancient fertility rites. This means somebody mingled with the wild man, and the German brought the bloodline to America. Family. Black people do birth white people, but we don't birth hairy, pale wild men. Check out this illustration. These are Homo lilustris, lichens, or werewolves. If you look to the right, you'll see the word patar. Some of you might call it Peter. Below is the word Drente. The wild man is the dragon, Drente. The dragon that you read about in Revelations is the wild man. Do you see the tall, hairy man spewing fire and souls out of his mouth? Your ministers don't know this knowledge. Did you notice at the bottom of the picture it said the Pope as the wild man? Do you see the face on the back of the wild man, Dragente, dragon? Let me break it down. The priest is Santa, the wild man. He was the first wild man to become a priest. The book reads, when Santa was a shaman, the wild man is a priest, and anyone bloodline to it is considered to be a Dragente, a dragon or devil. Did you notice the kids in the basket and the demon driving the car? The wild man priests are demonic, and they steal and sacrifice our children. Family, this is not a racist picture. This is Santa, the first wild man to become a priest, and the black demon, not a black man. Let me show you something. It reads, the huge dragon, the ancient serpent, who is called the devil and Satan, who deceived the world. The huge dragon, the ancient serpent, is the tall wild man called Dragente, dragon. Family, do you see how the Dragente's appearance changed from green to white? The wild man is the serpent through DNA manipulation. It reads, who is called the devil and Satan, who deceived the world? The wild man is called Dragente. The dragon is called the devil. Do you see the wild man, Dragente devil, dressing like white people, deceiving the world? Drop a like, friend up for the next one. It's even deeper. What's good, family? Did the alien gods of the Bible destroy first America? Check out this coin. There's a flying ship that's held up by two cupids hovering over a city. Cupids are not normally shown next to flying ships. They are shown next to angels. On the back of the coin, it shows an angel pointing at a man with a glow around his head. Family, we were taught this was divine, but truly this is an alien choosing a hybrid human being as king. Here is another angel alien with wings coming out of a flying ship. They are not divine. They need technology to travel and to fight. These beings do not come in peace. They are using priests, kings, and governments to convince you they are divine and our creator. Check out this coin. It says US 500 and the date says J783. Family, is it possible America existed in 783? If we want the answer, we need to break down the letter J. It reads, until the year 1524, there was no letter J in the alphabet. Here is the problem with the J date. Justinian I, Roman Emperor, 527-565. His name carries the J 1,000 years before 1524. His name was spelled with an I 1,000 years before the 1500s. They added 1,000 years. Family, do you think 1,000 years added to the calendar was the only problem? Is this Jesus or is this Justin? Whitewash. What does the J stand for on the coin? Some say Jesus, but here's the truth. It stands for Justin. His name is on the coin, Justitia. This coin says I-736. It is also Justin's name before they used the J. Here is the real question. Did Rome rule first America in 783? Was Rome originally in America or Italy? These entities in these ships also destroyed Rome with water, possibly around the late 400s. Here are the pillars of Rome buried in.
I think these are cherubim. Look at the eyes. You see multiple eyes around them? That's what I think.
Here are the pillars of Rome buried in mud. This created event that we call the mud flood affected the world. Family, here is a Roman house in America during the 700s, not the 1700s. Friend up for the next part. What's good, family? Was there two Americas? One destroyed by the alien God being, the second resurrected by the bloodline families. Check out this coin. It shows two sides of the world, east and west, with a crown on top. It also shows two pillars on the left and the right. What's interesting is the world is above water. Check out the date on the coin. Is it 1754 or I-754? Here is the same coin as the first, but slightly revealing the truth. It shows a bright face like the sun with two pillars on the left and the right. Just like the first coin, there's water drawn on the coin. These coins are symbolically telling you the world was conquered by water and there is a crowned being ruling the world. All three coins are related. They show the world conquered by water. Check out this coin. It says US 5. This coin represents First America, Old America. On the right side of the coin, it shows the glowing eye, signaling the alien being ruling over First America. Look at the date on the coin. It says J783. Family, was First America in 783? Did it add 1,000 years, creating Second America, 1776? I want you to look at this picture. It says leveling the streets in Seattle. What year do you think this happened? Look to the bottom right. It says Seattle 611. Is that the date, family? Check out this next picture. It says the remains of Denny Hill. When was this event? Look at the bottom. It says Seattle 620. Let's look at a third photo, family. This picture looks digitally remastered. Look at the date on the picture. It says October 1909. Did they add 1,000 years so they could hide First America? Family, this picture shows a first American city being destroyed by the same beings that destroyed the Mayans and the Egyptians. In 1607 or 607, when first America existed, Chicago was called Shalaga. Family, notice the word Nova written on the map. Nova is also on the coin. There was 2 Americas. We don't remember the first one. First America was destroyed by alien beings. Second America was resurrected by the bloodline families. What's good, family? The gods of the Bible are alien with hybrid children. Check out this coin. On the right, you have a name inside of a bright light, and on the left, you have a snake. These symbols tell me this being whose name is in the light is a reptilian. Do you see the name that's on the coin? ICOB 1.
This dude is on one. I can't go. But there's some meat in here, y'all. Y'all gotta eat the meat and spit out the bones, man. I can't go. It's someone created every single thing we are on. So it's just like you're giving the reptilians way too much credit. I believe, yes, we was fighting with them back in the day. But did they create all this? No. Did they try to get their hands into what our father created? Yes. But this dude, oh man, this is high level darkness.
1. The I became a J. Is that Jacob the first? What God did Jacob wrestle with? On this coin, there is the name in the cloud, with a man and a woman shaking their hand, agreeing to call this alien being God. On the coin, it reads Constantinia Fide. What does Fide mean, family? Fide means by faith. Look at the bottom right. It says religious. They agreed to accept this name in the bright cloud as God. Notice the towers under the name. The God of the Bible and of the world is a reptilian in a spaceship. The alien God of the Bible is a jealous God. For you shall worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealousy, is a jealous God. He takes his vengeance on all who oppose him. Family, this is the God over the Mayans, the gods over the Egyptians, and also the gods over us. The Most High is not a reptilian being living in a ship. The one thing the Mayans, Egyptian, and us have in common is we were destroyed by what we praised. All 3 civilizations was destroyed because we stopped the sacrificing. And surely the blood of your lives will I require. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. The world was destroyed because we stopped feeding them. Check out this coin. Do you see the symbol of the reptilian being in the sky? The armies below is a representation of kings and governments it has raised to fight its war on earth. Do you see the word vor on the coin? V-O-R-E. This is what they want. Vor, Latin, related to eating. Vorophilia, typically erotic desire or sexual fantasy to consume or to consume another. Family. When the world stopped giving its blood, the world was flooded. When the Egyptians stopped giving its blood, the civilization was destroyed. Family, the alien is going to reveal itself to us. Is that because we stopped the sacrifices? Friend up for part 3.
Earn the resets. Back in the day, the ancient wars. That's what I believe.
What's good, family? The alien God looks like us. Symbolism. There is no book or source that's going to reveal the truth without some form of exaggeration. This image is truth and symbolism at the same time. Family, the truth doesn't always come in writings. This image shows an alien being in a fiery eye with a man bowing underneath it. The symbolism we see are true. The all-seeing eye is an alien being in a bright flying ship governing the world. The highest level of Christianity doesn't call on the Most High. You will learn this through symbolism, the eye with the glow. You see the man on his knees? We have never stood up. Every time we rise throughout history, we fall. When did we fall, family? Was it 1588 or I 588? A lot of people are Kemet at heart, Egypt at heart. In this image, the Egyptians are bowing to the Watcher, which is an alien being living in a ship. This is the gods of the Bible, gods of Egypt, and Allah. I want you to look at this flying ship. Notice the holes under the ring of the ship. The alien God being has been ruling from above, and with the help of man, they rule below. What allows them to rule below, family? Bloodlines. Let me read a verse. His winnowing fork is in his hand to clear the threshing floor and to gather his wheat into the barn, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire. If you think this verse was about food, then watch this. You see, family, we are the wheat and they are the chaff. The wheat mingled with the chaff. This is how you get the 13 bloodlines. Family, this is how aliens rule below. They marry into human royalty. Now hybrids sit on the throne. You see the dove in the picture? Is that Jesus handing the crown to a hybrid? Family, those who are in government, who champion depopulation, are...
This is the wildest episode I've ever seen in my entire life. This entire episode is for entertainment purposes only. This is the darkest the waters has ever got.
Are not fully human. Friend up for part 2. The bloodlines took over after the mud flood event.
All right, y'all, that's all I got for today's episode, man. This is Advanced Dark Waters 9 episode, man. I was not expecting to go this route. I honestly don't know how these videos gonna go every time I make it, man. It's wild, man. If you made it this far, the code word is alien war. Put alien war in the comments so I know you made it all the way, man. This video was crazy. We probably need to do a live over this video. I might do a live again tonight going over this video so we can come together as a collective and really talk about this video, man, because this one was crazy. Shout out to Pushy Push, that did these videos and discovered those coins. How interesting are those coins? Those coins definitely say a story possibly beyond the past resets. So fascinating stuff, man. You guys already know how we do on these waters. I'm gonna see you guys every single day. We throwing bangers left and right. If you're not caught all the way up, go back and watch my other bangers, man. Help your boy out. Watch them all the way through. I'm gonna update some better playlists for us, so you can just click a playlist and play them all the way through. If the best way to contact me is on Facebook and Instagram, Jet Ski Chuck. You can message me. I talk back, man. I'm not just gonna sit there and leave your stuff on red. I talk back. I try to get back to as many comments as I can. If you don't use social media, darkwaters9.com is up. That's where the merch is going to be very soon. I'm gonna add all these interesting coins and art. I'm gonna put that on the Dark Waters 9 soon, probably tonight. So we got somewhere we could go to look up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Without having to navigate through social media or something. Have like a library of all these interesting Tartaria art, Tartarian coins, post reset coins, whatever you want to name it, man. If you guys got some more interesting photos, be sure to send it to me through the website or Facebook or Instagram. I appreciate you guys. I love you. And, you know, all praises to the Most High, man. We cannot deny his handiwork, man. It's just, I can testify so many different ways of how he's real. You know, it's, it's truly, it's truly, a blessing for the life we live and what he's done for us. He sent his only son down here for us, you know, so we repent and try to live sin free. I fall short daily, man, but I try my best to, you know, live a sin free life and one day be able to make it in there. But, you know, it's a battle. We all going through this thing called life together, and I appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace out.